All right, time now is 8:47 a.m. on June 13th. Um so I slept really late. I After finish watching Inglorious Bastards, it was already 3:30 a.m. So I immediately took a shower and went to bed. So that's 4 hours and 20 minutes of sleep ish and I'm sleepy. I really am. Trust me. So I didn't have time to pack at all. It's still all over the place on full display. And the cockroach fumigation pest control people will be coming at around 10 maybe. So I'm gonna just try to pack it all up really, like right now. Um, but yeah, I'm still processing yesterday. Yesterday is still unbelievable for me. It still doesn't feel real, and it's just incredible. I feel like a different person. I feel like there's something that I would daydream about when I was 14 or 15. Like, you know how in the very beginning of secondary school life there's the green list, um where, I would create this list of people who are, like special and have super natural abilities and who are very complicated. And then I also made the blue list, and I would always imagine, what if we enter a room and it's all the people from the green list and nobody else? Like, wouldn't that be insane? And like, what sort of interesting thing would happen? And now it sort of feels like that, but a more updated and a more realistic version. And instead of supernatural abilities, it's just a bunch of people who want to make movies and people surrounding it, really. Um, yeah, it's just amazing. Like, I feel like if I can't believe what happened yesterday, the guy who organized this, Hong, probably couldn't believe this even harder. He just started this organization earlier this year. The logo and the name of the organization is probably made in a hurry, like in a haste, and it's probably like, okay, I'm just gonna invite a bunch of young people into my house, and he's probably even more confused than I am. he's probably like he probably thought to himself at a few points, like, what the fuck am I doing? Inviting all these young people whom I've never seen before into my house. What am I organizing, you know? Wow, I mean, it's just insane. And the fact that Pepper's there with me to experience it is just amazing, honestly. And I'm so glad that happened, because if it's just me, then it would feel so wrong. It would feel so out of reality, and it would feel so wrong. But because Pepper's there, Pepper's almost like an anchor to reality, and Pepper also get to experience this shit firsthand at the same time as I do. I get to experience this with Pepper. Like, it's just like so many levels of insanity going on. It's unbelievable. It really is. It's just god damn. It still feels like X-Men. It still feels like X-Men. Like, phew. So I really don't know what to do today. Honestly, at this point, I would rather like see a cockroach. Well, not in my bedroom, but I'd rather see a cockroach outside of my bedroom than to have the fumigation taking place. Because yeah, apparently fumigation, anti-cockroach fumigation is toxic. So I'm going to have to literally everything here is basically fucked. In other words. So I'm gonna just start with I'm just gonna start with those clothes really. And I can't really sit up this luggage, but I kind of have to do that actually, because I don't know, the fumigation is gonna get on top of the luggage, and it's not gonna be good. And then I have cabinets outside to empty as well. And it's so cold right now. What the heck? Yeah, and there's another issue with breakfast and lunch. If the fumigation people come at 10 and they fumigate, and we have to stay out of the apartment for 4 hours. So let's say they fumigate for 30 minutes, and let's do a save zone, like so 5 hours. Then we come back at around 3:30. Then you know, when is lunch? When is lunchtime? And also I want to watch Crimes of the Future today. And there is a screening at 4. So I kind of want to be there. This means I'll probably continuously be leaving home. And then I come back home, and then I'm gonna just, just stuff. That's gonna be another issue. Is that after I come back home today, I'm just gonna have to spend like 2 hours unpacking everything I've packed and washing my bed sheets and all my clothes and pajamas and everything. It's just, oh my god. So this is gonna be amazing. Oh, fuck. And I guess that's all for today. Fumigation day. I also want to give a name to us just to make this even cooler. Like the 10 people who went. Apparently there's supposed to be more, but some of them couldn't even make it. Like the theater girl, she has a friend who was gonna come, but his or her tie was like inflated or something. Not inflated, like broke down. Tire, not tie. Like tire, like car. Tire, like wheel. Tire. Like apparently a couple more people are supposed to show up, but so far the 10 people who showed up, it's the prime 10, baby. It's the prime 10. And it's just amazing, because then we also throw around things like, not only do we throw around movie references and musical references, and I will be able to get like most of them, but also like sometimes, like when Hong was dimming the lights and he sarcastically asked the theater girl, "Is the lighting good? Is the lighting good?" And the lighting girl's like, "Haha, yeah." And I jokingly said, the F-22. And the theater girl said, "Oh, that's for the cameras though." And then like I don't know much about film camera stuff, but Pepper has a film camera, and so like, and the theater girl talked about it because the theater girl also likes taking photos, and then like the taller Macanese person was like, I also like to take film photos and develop films, and I'm not even in that department now. Like it's just out of my field already. But it's just so full of young, boiling energy. It's just so sprawling with potential energy. It's just like, goddamn. Oh my god, why is it so cold? So yeah, I'll pack as much as possible. And what if they don't even, like, what if they decide not to fumigate? Then I packed everything for no reason. Then it's all in vain. So I don't know, man. I'm questioning my life choices left and right. So at the same time, I don't want to pack too hard. I don't know. Fuck. But I'll at least pack the essentials. I won't put clothes in the air. you know, because the fumigation smoke will definitely go into the clothes. And food is all out. Um, yeah, that's it. All right, time now is 9:36. I packed more stuff, so this is all the food in my cabinet. It really is, aside from the stuff I picked up from yesterday. Um, and clearing this up is not as difficult as I thought it would be. This is literally all the food. The granola bar, the peanut butter, the soup, the cup noodle, candy, everything. Chocolate, cookies, they're all here. That's good. This means, this luggage will remain here, unfortunately. Alright. All my dirty clothes is in the dirty clothes bag. This is my dirty shower towel, which I'll be washing. And I also cleared up a lot of the space here and put it in a box right here. I also used toilet paper bag to store some of my other stuff. So I'm just gonna wrap it up like this. And yeah, you know, so I'm gonna clear this area. And these are the two clothes I'm gonna be wearing. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with all this stuff. And then at the very end, well, actually, like now, actually, I'm going to take a shower towel and get the pajamas and then put them in the pajama bag. And then, yeah, basically, there's that. And then I'll hide the toilet paper roll, and then it'll all be good. Alright, so it's 9:45, and this is what I got yesterday. So this is evidence that yesterday actually did happen. This is the pastry on Hong's table, and he told us to take it because, you know, and as an international student who's broke as fuck, I see food, might as well take it. So this is from a bakery called Porto. John L quite liked this. Wow. Like sweet and crispy outside, straight up butter in the inside. Like straight up butter. Tastes really good, not gonna lie. Yeah. Alright, then let's try this thing, this monstrous thing. I don't know what it is. Maybe there's some blueberries in it. I don't know because it's with those blueberry muffins. Okay. Actually, oh, maybe it's an apple Danish. Alright, well, it is what it is. Breakfast time. Yep. It's an apple Danish. Yes. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
They do less like your dishes, you know? So what do you think? I would say it's gotten better compared to what we did yesterday.
So apparently they're not fumigating. I'm already halfway done with my cleanup. Fuck. Well, kind of half expected it. Now I'm just gonna put everything back. Well, not in the cabinets now, but later. Time now is 11:05 a.m. in the morning. I just spent like maybe half an hour just putting everything back. It's back, just like before, except not quite exactly. This luggage is gone. I put everything back. Here you go. Um, everything's back to normal, back to shape. I'm extremely sleepy, so I'm washing my pajamas. Later, I'm gonna wash my shower towel. I'm gonna take a shower and go to bed. That's it. And then after I wake up, I'm just gonna cook myself a quick lunch, and then go watch Crimes of the Future. Maybe I'll film and edit a Inglourious Basterds review. It's been 3 days since I've done a YouTube thing. But yeah, I'm still processing yesterday. It's certainly something to be proud of. I mean, again, to think that, like, I only became aware, like, I only became a part of this group because of luck, because I decided to go to Lanyu and I decided to, like, speak to the guy to my left. Like, to think that it's all luck is just insane. I don't know what Pepper thinks, man. I should talk to her about this. This is common experience. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is common experience. Like, but instead of me and Pepper being trapped in an elevator or being, being persecuted by a dinosaur, it's this. It's something so much more positive, and I would just like to, like comment on it, like the same way I and Kelly talk about the whole UCLA talent show. This is like levels of insanity. This is the definition of underground. If you ask me what an underground is, this is it. This is the definition of underground. I mean, there's EAS in my college, which I am still really trying really hard to, establish. But yeah, it's holy crap, man. Holy crap. This is like, and I'm not at the forefront of everything, I'm going to be honest here, because truth be told, this Hong Kong screen thing may very well fail. Because marketing films to Americans, like marketing Hong Kong films to outsiders are not easy at all. Is not easy at all, and I think just it could just not work. Hong did say that he wants to, like it would be cool if we would create some sort of media thing, like how, in Hong Kong there's Pomado, Siwisuke, and Si Dongzhen, Trial and Error. And the guy Jeffrey, he's also Jeffrey from Pomado. He's also someone I know, and he knows of me as well. Yeah, I don't know if it works, man. I really don't. But we still got a long way to go, and surely there are probably some smaller, more scattered organizations like this in San Francisco or maybe in New York, definitely in London and Vancouver and Taipei and Tokyo and maybe in Manchester. Hong did mention that. So we're not like the only organization. I mean, after all, this organization only began this year in February. So yeah, we're still a long way, but I already feel like how did I manage it? This is like tip top. This is tip top. Back when during Form 6, and there's this whole organization, there's this whole political organization formed within Form 6, or I think Form 5, the anti-extradition team, where it's just a bunch of students from different classes coming together, and they were holding like secret meetings in the canteen, and walk past them, and then they all look at me walking past for some freaking reason, even though I'm very much on their side, very freaking much. And when some of them got arrested, like, sheesh, I got my ass worried. But like, what I'm doing right now is like that, but even more hardcore. Like, this is like not only all across a school, but all across a whole city. This is like tip top. Like, this is like iceberg shit, This is like, oh my god. And it's just and Hong also took a photo of me and Pepper, but we didn't really notice it, or we didn't really care for it. And that photo is for some reason really good. Like, there's a almost like a neoclassical, or actually more like an impressionist quality to it. Like it's a French painting or something. It's so stupid. It's so stupidly good. Um, I wish, I wish at the end of that gathering last night, I wish we would have just like all like sat in a row and all take a photo or something like like how it's done 100 years ago, just a bunch of intellectual teenagers working for a better future. Like, holy shit, man. Holy shit. I have a story to tell. I have quite a story to tell. Like, this is like next chapter shit, This is. My god, this is the best day of the year so far. Like, yesterday was the best day of the year so far. And it's not even because, like, I had fun, but because of what it implies, and it's just such a humongous jump. Really, like, LA is really like a game of luck, because you think hard work is what's going to bring you up to the top and launch you up, but really it's not. It's just luck. So I went from nobody, like 10 days ago I was still nobody, and today I'm something. Like, come on, man. This is just and also the schedules for the well got updated, so apparently next Friday I'll go to the well at 6 p.m. I don't know what's happening. The schedules are changing. So if I go to the well 6 p.m., I'm going to see Hana again, so that's cool. Yeah, that's all. At one point, so you can tell like 10 people is a lot of people, and some cliques are bound to form. So we have the adult team, the wife, the husband, and the Isegi, and then we have the intellects, the Macanese, me and John L, and then the girls being the girls, Pepper and the theater girl. At one point when we were walking out towards the dinner, I could hear like John L talking to the Macanese duo, and they mentioned, "Oh, that Pepper girl, she's a kind of like a typical Hong Kong girl type of girl, And I heard a little bit, but I guess in the moment I joined in their conversation, they all shut up about it, and I could tell. And I mean, it's natural to have like conversations like this, to have speculations like this. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. But again, like, sheesh. Yeah, quite a story to tell. What a day. What a banger way to start off the summer holiday. What a banger opening day. I mean, just. And then today I'm gonna watch Crimes of the Future. So there's that. Tomorrow, Ralph's. Wednesday, I'll hang out with Kevin. Thursday, maybe I'll watch Top Gun Maverick with my roommates. Friday, the well. Saturday, nothing. Sunday, the church. And then hopefully I'll hang out with Potter and Christian and see what's up. And that's that. I don't think following Aika now is a good idea. Maybe I should like first speak to her on Discord at least. Like, it doesn't have to be in person, but it would be better if I speak to her on Discord at first. Yes. And then drop my IG there. I think that would work. Like that would just be the best solution, really. It's funny because I wanted to talk about like this whole Aika situation with Pepper at the very end of the day of last night, and I started off by saying, "Oh, so you know a lot of people on IG, right?" And Pepper's like, "No." And in my heart, I'm like, "Come on, you have 800 and something followers. You muckhead, you swashbuckle, you scheming little liar. You're fucking, 12 million people. I don't. I probably have the lowest Instagram follower count among that group of people. Among the prime 10. Like I probably was the most unpopular, yet I act really comfortable though. Like last night I just acted really like I'm a smart boy, I don't act awkward or shy at all. I just blend in, and it's like, sheesh, it's like, what happened? Oh my god, it's crazy. It's crazy shit, man. Just I have like I kind of want to like tell this to my Chinese teacher, like man, like the future of the cinema of Hong Kong, what it holds, it's just like, it's on us. I also spoke to John L a lot about making Hong Kong films, because I told him I kind of want to make Hong Kong films, and then he said, well, you don't actually have to be in Hong Kong to make Hong Kong films. Like a lot of Iranian films are shot in Jordan, and then like In the Mood for Love is shot in Thailand, so and I'm like, yeah, and we also talked about university application, and John L was like, oh, someone's calling me. This is a Chinese boss lady. Tiny update, it's 11:24. The Chinese boss lady called me and told me to come to the well today at 4 p.m. And I thought to myself, well, no. I mean, I can go watch Crimes of the Future tomorrow night. And also go to Ralph's as well tomorrow. And I know I'm really tired, but I can still walk and talk. But no, I don't want to. So I stood up for myself and I said, I actually originally planned for something to do. Sorry. So she's like, oh, okay. I don't want to piss her off, but I also don't want to go. And also, she's not telling me to go to the well that I'm familiar with. She's telling me to go to the well next door that Pepper used to work in. Or maybe Pepper will return, but like, nah. And then she placed the blame on Guangzhou. So originally today, Guangzhou was supposed to go help on the other's well, but she said, oh, Guangzhou didn't see it, so I'm actually quite annoyed by that. And I said, oh, okay. And I said, I didn't plan for this, because obviously I didn't, because I was told that there's no shift today. So I said I had things to do. And so I talked about like the future shifts, and she said, oh, make sure you plan in advance, and make sure you don't plan anything to do on that day. And I'm like, yeah, okay, of course, bruh. Yeah. Time now is 1:20 p.m. I just want to add a statement. I just realized that me eating a burrito for dinner in order to celebrate the ending of the final exams is 2 days ago. It's just the day before yesterday. It felt like a whole week has passed. Yesterday is so rich and dense of a day that it basically felt like a whole week. Holy shit, I'm winning. Alright, here I am. I almost got late for the bus, but here we go. Crimes of the Future. Let's go. I didn't even have to show my ID. I brought my passport with me, but apparently it doesn't matter. Okay. It's $11.50. I honestly thought it would be $6.50, but apparently not. But who cares? I bought it anyways. I spoke with Potter and Zara a little bit. Here we go. Alright, movie over. I almost fell asleep in the middle. I'm gonna have to wait for half an hour. Fuck, why? It's like I just missed one. I don't know, but I have to wait for half an hour. It's gonna be 10 p.m. by the time I arrive at home, maybe even later. Okay, so maybe this had gone bad already, so there's only one way to find out. It's been sitting in the fridge for 4 days, not in the freezer. And it smells a little weird and it looks a little weird, but who cares? I'm gonna die anyways, yay. Oh, fuck, it does smell weird. It smells like bread. Alright, time now is 10:34 p.m. on June 3rd, 14th. Well, technically 13th, but you get the idea. So yeah, I went to watch the movie at 5 something, at 5:30 I left. I went to the bus stop. I friggin' went to the cinema. Some guy on the bus spoke to me. He was not looking at his phone, which is typical for an American, or not typical, but like, it's more likely that an East Asian person will look at their phones anywhere they go. But he was like, "Oh, did the bus skip your stop? Or do you know where you're gonna stop?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I will get off the bus 3 stops later." And he's like, "Okay." And he tried to speak to a woman beside him, and then he tried to speak to another woman in front of me. And both of them ignored him. So that's that. Shit like this happen. People, like, I don't want to insult their intelligence, but you have to lack a kind of social awareness to be able to, like, speak in the public and believe that strangers would answer to you and be nice to you. I mean, unless you're in America, I guess. It's just a culture. Yeah, I watched the movie and it's kind of disappointing. Fell asleep in the middle of the film, like almost fell asleep. Like I was doing this, but it wasn't because the movie's boring. I feel like it's because I'm just really tired. So yeah, rip. Looking forward to do the review tomorrow though. So yeah, came back home and by the time I came back it's already like 10:30. And I was gonna call Zara because Zara wanted to speak to me and I want to speak to Zara as well. So I was gonna call her, but not even 2 seconds in, our WhatsApp call immediately got disconnected and it had to reconnect. And it took forever, aka it never happened. So the Wi-Fi is so fucking bad that the phone call doesn't even last 2 seconds. In fact, I don't think it lasted at all because, if it lasted 2 seconds, at least she would hear me saying hello and I would hear her saying hello. I cooked and the salmon steak I bought, it was my fault, man. It was my fault. After I bought it in Media Market, I just put it in the fridge and I forgot to, take it out, wrap it around my plastic wrap and put it in the freezer. So now it's kind of suspicious because it's been sitting inside my fridge for 4 days. And it has a very fishy smell and it has a strange layer of grayish, brownish thing underneath the skin, which is supposed to be more normal. It's supposed to be fatty tissue, but I guess there's still something very fishy about it. I mean, it smells like fish, but according to the internet, if it smells too fishy, maybe it's turned bad. So regardless, I cooked it. And because it's still a block of ice, I basically boiled it with water, with hot water in a pan, and it's just so disgusting. And again, with the extreme fishy smell, there's also something like it smells like bread and a little bit like alcohol, which is bad because that means it smells like yeast, which is not a good sign at all. And I tasted it, and it tastes also a little bready, a little alcoholy, and a little bitter. And I just gave up, man. I wouldn't feel comfortable eating something that is that even if it's fine, even if I don't die, I don't feel comfortable eating it at all. So at the end, I actually threw it away. So Cindy's friend, who's also a black woman, who sound like Cindy. She sounds exactly like Cindy, but with a deeper voice, like same intonation and almost the same accent. But Cindy came out of the room and was like, "Ooh, salmon! I smell that. Nice." And it's clear that I gave up on eating it, so I ate all the vegetables and the tortellini, and the salmon I just ditched it. And at the end, I just threw it in the rubbish, and then I just threw it in the trash chute. Yeah, I give up. So today I'm not gonna be able to reach 2,000 calories. And it's totally fine because you know what? I feel really full right now. I feel really full. So, that's good. I hope I don't get food poisoning times 3. I've survived spoiled beef. I've survived suspicious pork. I hope I survive this too. Yeah. Spoke to Potter, and it was a little awkward at first because honestly, the whole hot cold thing, how, me and another person's relationship can be really hot and it can be really cold. Like for now, out of all the people, the person with the hottest relationship with me, hottest is a really weird word, but it would be Pepper because I just saw Pepper yesterday in real life and spoke to her. Now, and then we have still kind of warm people like Christian, who I haven't seen in person for a while now, but we still talk on Discord. And Kevin, And then we have people like Potter, who's lukewarm, almost cool down, because he doesn't speak to me all that much anymore, and every time we talk, it's just a small, surface level conversation. But I still want to hang out with him because why the fuck not, If I can, I can. I don't care anymore. So I asked, let's maybe hang out, and he's like, sure. So the idea originally is that on Wednesday I'm going to hang out with Kevin. We're not going to do that because apparently Kevin got COVID last Saturday, so a couple days ago, and he's still positive like yesterday, so he can't do it. So I'm like, okay, take care. So yeah, this means on Wednesday I'll be resting in my apartment the whole day, which is nice. I just want to rest. Honestly, I want to sleep. I want to rest. Write my script. Rewrite my script. I also called my mom for like 40 minutes this afternoon, and my mom told me that my script is actually really good. She told me she likes it. She told me that maybe it's because of the first 3 months of my life here in LA with the bank and the host and the food issues and the college. She said because of these 3 months I've grown and I become more social, and the stories I write are also better now. Because back then my conspiracy short film scripts and my Dreams of an Empty Street scripts are also very kind of vague and kind of, doesn't have a weight. But now this one has, which is kind of funny because I put less effort into writing this one, to be honest. But I think it's because of the simplicity, so it really conveys its message across. And I'm referring to Cloud Busting, which is the new script that I'm working on. But to be honest, I don't even think it's these 3 months. I think it's just ever since I've stepped foot in LA. Of course, the first 3 months trained me in that I learned how to cook. I learned how to deal with the issues like this, dealing with homelessness, like almost being homeless myself, But even moving forward in April, I have the well, I got my social issues, my socialization issues, and just within 5.5 months, I have arrived at whatever happened yesterday with Hong Kong on screen, which is still a crazy thing to think about right now. But truth be told, it's not like this thing is gonna completely change my life 180 degree right off the bat ASAP. Like, even though there's this amazing, awesome meetup with HKOS on Sunday, I wish we had taken a photo together. Goddamn. Um, Life goes on. Today I'm all by myself again. Salmon is spoiled. Watched a movie by myself. Came back home by bus. Yada yada. Life goes on. But at least right now I got cred, I'm there. I'm witnessing something. I'm there. I was there in the room. I was in the room, okay? I was in that room when it happened. I can proudly say that. Like, I miss out on so many things back in secondary school days. Like, those beach events, like how Natalie and Pink and Cedric and Kingsley and Harry and Queenie and a bunch of other people got invited to the beach and they had fun, and then there's drama. There's something sexual happening with Kingsley and not Anne, with Pink, and then with Natalie, and then there's a huge argument, and I wasn't there at all. I'm totally excluded. They forgot about me, and I feel sad as fuck. And then things happen in some party dinner thing, and I for some reason isn't invited. Some like Cedric, Leo, and Pink and Natalie going to the anime convention together without inviting me, even though I'm supposed to be friends with all four of them, but they didn't invite me or tell me about this at all because I suck ass and I am not important. But now this Hong Kong on screen gathering thing, this is this is even more important, not arguably, definitely more important than the beach event, definitely more important than the anime convention thing. And I'm in the room in LA with a bunch of people I don't even know. That is, I just went from like, I don't even know, man. I just jumped up. It's so crazy to think that something like that exists. And it's also cool that there's diversity when it comes to, or versatility when it comes to what kind of filmmakers we are, because some filmmakers in the prime 10, some of us are like more mainstream, some of us are more like more humanitarian and romance oriented, aka John L, whose favorite director is Koreeda and his favorite genre is romance. And he also said he's working on a graduation short film, and the short film will be about a lost brother in a foreign land, in LA to be exact. So lost brother means a Hong Konger who has fought during the protests and is now being wanted by the Hong Kong government. So in order to escape that, he has to go to somewhere overseas, like LA, for example. And there are tons of people like that from Hong Kong all around the world right now, just refugees in hiding. And it's a pretty normal ass story idea. I mean, tons of Hong Kong filmmakers and tons of Hong Kong story writers also would think of a story like this. But John L's approach to it is much more like human and like small and less epic, and more like one of those humane dramas, which I think is nice. And I like to do something that's almost the opposite. I mean, I like doing something real humane, but I like to approach it in a very surreal and wacky and psychologically damaging way, a la Park Chan-wook, a la some of the more psychological stuff that Stanley Kubrick has done, I guess. So, we got different styles, we got different approaches, and that's what makes it even more exciting because we're not going to be like, I'm a romance guy, you're a romance guy. So, there's competition now. Let's see whose romance is better. No, like, I'm doing my own shit. I feel like out of the Prime 10, I'm probably the only one who, like, legitimately wants to make sad ass, pessimistic ass thrillers and psychological thrillers, political thrillers, period thrillers, if that makes sense, war thrillers, um, sci-fi thrillers, but artsy kind, um, and just make really just angry, sad, fearful, dreadful movies and shorts and TV shows for the sake of it, really. Like, I feel like I'm one of probably the only person in the Prime 10, and Pepper's probably more into the romance type side. I don't know, but I just feel like Hong Kong's short film scene and movie scene is already really saturated with romance and comedy. So I really need to counter that with something evil. It's just I have to. And I just don't see myself being that kind of person. Ooh, comedy, happy days. I mean, I do like comedy. I do like a mean, funny comedy. Oh man, I don't know, man. Christian DM'd me on Discord before I could DM him. He asked me for my phone number because he and Ella spoke, and Ella said, she wants to hang out with us, our little group, continuously after the class ends, which is impeccable. That has never happened to me ever since college. Like, after class ends and people still hang around, consistent friendship? What? Unfortunately, it doesn't work. I have an Android phone. You can't add me in a group chat. It doesn't really work. So there's that. But yeah, I'm so glad I'm kind of free now because I really don't have to worry about wasting time. But I guess let's pull ourselves back to the levels 2, 4, and 5. So for level 2, I should really okay. Level 4 is health and fitness. Honestly, I feel like I'm doing it. Not really fitness, but like I'm gaining weight. I feel that. 5 is short film. It's working out. It is actually working out. I feel like my script, I don't even need to rewrite it that many times. I feel like I'm going to give it a couple more rewrites and then it's done. And by rewrite, I don't mean like a complete total first line to last line rewrite. I mean like moderations. Like some scenes will be simplified, some bits, some actions will be, it will look a little better on script is all. I'll give it a couple rewrites and then we're good. And then level 2, I feel like even though I don't think I've made a close friend in a sense that this friend constantly speaks to me in WhatsApp, constantly, or not WhatsApp, but anywhere, constantly invites me to places. I don't think I've made a close friend like that yet. But I have, in a way, almost kind of fulfilled this by suddenly becoming a part of HKOS. I don't even know, like, if we are officially a part of it or not. I guess John L. is officially a part of it because he kind of became a staff member already and he had access to the Instagram. Well, not really access, but he wrote an essay, short little essay for an Instagram post caption. Yeah, about the Days of Being Wild and Happy Together being screened at the Tarantino Theater, New Beverly. But like me being a part of this is already crazy enough. It just kind of shattered level 2. I feel like level 2 is already fulfilled in a way, and in a way, because of this possibility of me hanging out with Christian, Ella, and Eric continuously, even after the class had ended, and the fact that I reconciled with Pepper and Pepper's really nice towards me now, And also the fact that I have learned and now I have the ability to just ask people for Instagram and chat with them and socialize and ask them out to hang out. Because of this, level 2 is technically already complete. I mean, I don't have 3 close friends, and I'm definitely not in a tight gang, but I feel like to a degree I've already like significantly reached a point where I'm just better now. It's I never thought this day would come. I thought this day would never come because maybe it's a me thing. Maybe I'll never be satisfied, but no, I am satisfied right now. This is real. This is a real goal. This is a real destination. So 2, 4, and 5 is bound to complete. And then level 6 is going to be everything that happens after I come back to LA. So level 6 will be internship, and 7 will be driver's license. So there's that. And I'd also like to add that the return flight to LA is being purchased. The ticket. It's a 9,050 Hong Kong dollar flight ticket of Hong Kong to Taipei, layover for 3 hours, or actually 4, and then back to LA. And as opposed to Hong Kong to Seoul, layover for 9.5 hours, and then Seoul to LA. That flight is cheaper by $1,800. But come on, layover for 9 hours and 30 minutes. And, I do enjoy myself being in the Incheon airport. It would be even cooler if I go to a Narita airport or something in Tokyo. But layover for 9 hours is ridiculous. First of all, I would arrive at Seoul at 5 a.m. That means I would probably be trapped in the plane for an hour before the airport opens. And then I would be extremely sleepy, and then I would have to find a place to eat breakfast, plus lunch, theoretically. Because 9.5 hours of layover, hell fucking nah. So, a Taipei layover, it's fine and dandy. And as a Hong Konger in Taipei, I'm going to be treated really well. I'm going to be treated fine. Real fine. I mean, I would be treated pretty well by South Koreans too, I feel like. But it's just one of those things where it's like, if I look Korean for some reason, and they speak Korean to me, and I cannot respond, because I'm a different kind of East Asian, they're gonna be like, oh. A bit of xenophobia. Just a dash. But, yeah. I mean, I can't really speak fluent Mandarin either, so I don't know. But yeah, so, tomorrow's Tuesday, Ralph's. Wednesday, rest. Thursday, probably Top Gun Maverick with my roommates. Friday, the well. Saturday, with Kevin. Sunday, the church. Actually a pretty chill week, even though it seems like a lot is going to happen. And then in the future, I'll hang out with Potter. I hope I hang out with Pepper, but it's probably not going to happen. Potter, I'm going to hang out with the Christian gang, and I'm going to hang out with, as much as possible. I'm going to try to Discord DM Aika, find an excuse to do that, if that's okay. Gotta do it, man. I'm so stupid. I thought to myself, okay, how am I gonna get Aika's Instagram? And I know I talk about Instagram a lot, but that's literally like the most important thing. For me, anyways. As far as my knowledge goes. So I kind of want her to follow me back. But the only way to do that, I originally thought, is to randomly follow her and then DM her and tell her I exist. or I see her in person and then tell her that I exist. But I forgot the middle ground. Discord. Discord is the middle ground. It just works. And even for people like Thomas the other day, I think a couple of days ago or 3 days ago, asked me if I could speak to Lizzie, who is the South Asian girl from our Film 31 class, because Lizzie knows some people in USC and Thomas wants to know more people, and Thomas doesn't have Discord, and so Thomas wants me to connect him with her. But unfortunately, apparently she's not on Discord as well, so that didn't happen. But if Thomas is so actively looking for people, I should do that too. I should take that liberty as well. So yeah. So I'll be leaving Hong Kong on August 16th, and I'll be arriving on August 16th as well. That pretty much gives me July 23rd to August 16th. Yeah, so that's a month and minus a week, but it's a lot of time. That's good. All right, time now is 12:46 afternoon on June 14th. We're kind of halfway through June already. Damn. But a lot has happened, definitely. Faux show. So I had a good sleep. I slept all the way from 3:30, pretty much fell asleep immediately, till 11:30. And I'm like, screw it. So I went back to bed a little more, and so I slept for 1 more hour. So that is a nice and dandy 9 hours of sleep. That's nice and dandy. Nice and dandy indeed. Last night I weighed myself, and guess what, babies? Guess what? 126.1 pounds. Goddamn, I am gaining weight. That is a gain, if I must say so. That is a gain. The effects of me trying really hard to eat over 2,000 calories for the last 2 weeks is now taking place. So I would like to keep that up, and hopefully I'll reach like 128 or 129 by the end of this month. That's a little unrealistic. I don't know, 128. But yeah, that's a gain. That's good. I haven't seen that number on me for a couple of months already. So yeah, today's gonna be a really nice, chill day. I'm going to go to Ralph's and buy food. I'm going to probably do some rewrites and moderations to my script. I'm going to film review, watch a bunch of TV shows and watch a movie tonight, and that's it. Really, like, I don't got much else to do. Yeah, I don't know if tomorrow's Top Gun Maverick thing is still on. If it's not, then I'll just watch it myself. Yeah. Also apparently, the guy, not fat, but the large sized, not even fat, like the chubby Japanese American guy I saw at the well, he and Hana are actually rather close. I don't know if they're brothers or are they dating or anything. I have zero clue actually, because if you look at Hana's Instagram, there's no indication that she's dating. But then they have like matching Instagram bios, so that's like, I don't know what's going on. But very funny. I also want to speak to Pepper. I just really want to speak to Pepper and comment about what happened, because it's just like we had a fever dream together, and it's like I really want to dissect that fever dream, Yeah, man, it's just yeah, and again, like I said, I would love to do less of these, but I realize that it's impossible because June is going to be kind of eventful now that school is over, and my schedule is getting irregular and weird again. Not again, like for the first time, okay? For the first time. Or actually not really, because back in spring break, you know. But for the first time, you know, I have summer holiday, an American summer holiday. And that's that. And I would also love to record myself over the course of quarantine and holiday. Is that a package delivery or is that someone? It's a package, I think. All right. You know, just yeah. But honestly, the sad, depressing, anguish thoughts I had throughout late April to mid-May, they're all gone now. Not all gone. I mean, I still, like, there's still a tiny part of me that's telling me, okay, this HKOS thing is fucking insane, but maybe it'll all go wrong. Because I called my mom and I told her about this whole organization, and my mom's got some experience in organizing an NPO organization. And she said, oh, a goal and an aim is really, really important. But HKOS right now doesn't really know what it's doing. It's such a young organization. It's such a young and hastily made organization. It's like, you know, a little aimless perhaps. But you know, I'm excited to see whatever comes out, you know. The Prime 10. We're the Prime 10, baby. I was there in the room. Where the Prime 10. Oh man, this is crazy. Like, easily two of the most surreal days, surreal nights I've had in LA is the UCLA talent show and then this one. And to think that it's all somehow connected is just crazy. And man, I mean, Los Angeles is a big city, but it's also kind of a small city in that everybody's kind of low-key connected. Like, even on the church side of things, my mom knows, my mom's old neighbor, well, our old neighbor's son, is D. And my grandma knows the Chans, who used to go to that church. And it's the same church. In that church, I found Jonah and Kelly and others. And we attended the UCLA talent show. Jonah knows the extrovert. The extrovert probably knows the UCLA president. The UCLA president met Hong, the co-founder of HKOS. And in HKOS, I met the wife, and I already met the wife at the Pico Church, which my mom has met as well. And it's all somehow connected. I brought Pepper there, and Pepper has a bunch of connections, and then there's this and that and this and that. Like, somehow it's all connected. And I'm not crazy this time. Because my theory gets proven right and never wrong. It's all connected. Right? I'll have a nice hearty breakfast and lunch. Alright, it's 6:03. I waited for the bus for like 10 minutes, so all my ice cream should be melted. I'm so happy. So first of all, we got the circular box of potato salad. Next up, we got the Mexican casserole frozen food. Okay, so for the meats, we got the chicken thighs with skin this time. Okay, I'm going to be extremely careful because of PTSD. Beef patties. Alright, it's probably all melted, but strawberry sorbet. Shredded cheese. And, pork chops. Right. Nothing else. Instead of buying a box of spinach, I got the Caesar bag. Caesar salad bag. Alright, fuck, alright. 1 orange. potatoes, Sour Patch Kids, which I've never tried before, yellow onion, Noosa yogurt mango flavor, Snickers, and finally, chocolate milk. Hopefully it doesn't go bad this time.
Life, you know, when it comes to like, because I'm not just friends with outside to be.
All right, time now is 11:02 p.m. on. Oh, Zara wants to call. Okay, so I'll end this quick. Cindy and her friend has been speaking in the dining room for like 4 hours now. I originally wanted to wait for them to finish so that I can cook my dinner and eat it, but I just gave up. I ate some ground beef patty, and I cooked it for like half an hour, but it didn't cook all the way, no matter how hard I try. I put it back in the pan for like 3 times, and it's still pink in the middle. I don't know why. I have no idea why. So I just ate it. I gave up. The food wins. So if I get food poisoning, well, RIP. Alright, time now is 3:14 a.m. in the morning. I'm going to take a shower and go to bed immediately right now. Nothing important happened today. I wanted to speak to, I forgot if I've mentioned this or not, but last night Christian DM'd me on Discord, telling me that, I think I've mentioned this already. It's amazing, you know, Christian and Ella wanted to continuously hang out with me and Eric and just whoever other people, you know, and that's kind of awesome because it's probably the first time this has happened to me since I've came to LA, really. So that's really cool. I had a nearly 2 hour long, precisely 1 hour and 40 something minutes long Discord call with Zara. Nice to hear her voice. And Zara wants to go to New Orleans for some reason, which is again a place that I don't know too much about, and it's in the south of USA, so I don't know how safe it is. But regardless, I will not be able to join her because I will be leaving Hong Kong and going back to LA on August 16th, and the plane ticket is pretty much set already. And it's not like I'm going to buy another plane ticket to New Orleans just to accompany her and then come back. It's just too much work. I mean, if she wants to come to LA, that would be great, but yeah. Yeah, I just want to say, you know, I didn't know what to say to Zara, to be honest. It's the first time I've heard her voice in 3.5 months, 5.5 months, and I mean, come to think of it, when I wanted to talk about my experience here so far, it's like my experience here in LA so far has been simultaneously mundane, but simultaneously insane. Like, when I just say it to Zara, it doesn't feel that big of a deal. I mean, I had crazy moving issues with my first host, my food issues, my bank account getting hacked, you know, friendship issues, you know, forming groups of friends, trying to join this club, trying to, you know, do things, film a short film, weight loss. These things aren't that insane. It's not like alien invasion or something like that. It's not even like, I haven't even experienced that much. I haven't dated. I haven't gotten into a fight. I haven't witnessed something super terrible. The things I've experienced are still rather normal, but to me, it's already abnormal enough because I've experienced so little in life. So I guess that's kind of a good thing in that I'm really seeing shit now, you know. But Zara's, even though right now, I feel like I'm super socially charged, I'm literally like texting people like Christian, you know, Pepper, and, you know, the HKOS thing a couple days ago. Zara's, and probably a lot of other people are still more social than me in that I asked Zara what she's up to, and she has something planned every single day. Today she has work from home, And then a little bit later, she had to have dinner with Nash, also a classmate, old classmate. And then tomorrow she's gonna go to this this script organization activity thing. And then on the next day, she had another group of friends to join. And then on the next day, she had to go somewhere as well. Like, she's going somewhere every single day. And I'm sure a lot of people are like this, but I'm not like this. But I'm getting there. And that's the point. And this made me realize it's not like... It feels like I've gone somewhere. It feels as though I have already reached a point where I'm super social. But that's an illusion. That's an illusion because I have become super social now, and I just went from someone very low to, it's a high jump. It's a very crazy high jump. But just because I jumped very high doesn't mean I'm near the top. In fact, I'm still barely halfway. Like I said, if 0 is super lowly outlier, just a sort of abandoned by the society, not outlaw, just outlier, fringes of the society, and 100 is like the most extroverted, socially connected, popular person you can ever know. I'm probably right now, okay, before I came to LA, it's like 5. And then maybe in April and May, I'm like 10. Or actually not even 10, like 8. Yeah, 8 maybe. And 5 as in, 5 back in Hong Kong. And then the whole thing resets when I arrived in LA. 8. And now I just went from 8 to 20. I feel like I have arrived at 20, which is insanely high, but I still have 80 to go, and I don't have to be at the very top. My goal is really like 80%-ish, really. So that's that. So I want to hang out with people every single day, but also not, gotta have rest. Gotta go to Ralph's, gotta go to Nijia Market. In fact, I think I'll go tomorrow. I have a craving for sushi. Yeah, that's all. But I've reached 2,000 calories. And also, I weighed myself today afternoon, and theoretically, my weight should have gone lower, but it's at 124.3, which is kind of low, but it's higher than my lowest low, which is 122 point something. So that's good. That's progress. So and Cindy's confirming that we will watch Top Gun Maverick on Thursday. And I'll hang out with Kevin on Saturday, and hopefully things continue. I want to speak to Pepper on WhatsApp tomorrow and comment on the past. I'll speak to Jonah about my actor's requirements, and that's all I need to do. Yeah. All right, time now is 12:34 afternoon on June 15th. I had a good sleep, even though I slept extremely late. At 4:15 a.m. in the morning, I slept all the way until 12:20. Natural wake up. Another 8 hours. Good stuff. I feel strong. So today's gonna be a very chill day. I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm gonna do the laundry because my dirty clothes are piling up. I'm gonna go to Nijia Market and buy some sushi, I think, because I have a craving for sushi. I want to do that. I want to do this once a month, or maybe even more, because back in Hong Kong, we go to an Aeon and buy sushi almost like once every 2 to 3 weeks and have a sushi night, with the sushi, maybe some fried fish, some dried puffer fish. It's a good time. It's a real good time, And this is the closest thing to Aeon. And apparently, Eon is also a thing in Japan, but only in like countrysides. It's just awesome. Yeah. All right. So plans in terms of socialization. I would like to. I'm gonna tell Jonah my requirements for my actors. I'm gonna try to speak to Pepper again. I'm going to. Pepper's not like voluntarily starting conversations with me. Anyways, by the way, still, even though I've done a number of things on her already, like I introduced her to HKOS, she introduced me to Dwell. You know, we've been of great help. You know, she's introduced me to Jorge. But, you know, anyways. Okay, I'm gonna actually try to send my notes to the Japanese girl, Hana, and then, I'm going to, I don't know, I'll see what's up with, Christian? Idris actually sent me a DM on Discord because someone hacked him and used his Discord to DM me a link, and then Idris immediately typed, "Oh, that's not me, don't click the link," which is funny. Somebody also called me, but unfortunately I was asleep, so whoops. And then what else? Not much else, really. Not much else. I don't got much else to do today. It'll be a nice chill day of rest. I want to continue reading my Chinese novel, and I also want to rewrite the script a little bit, if that's okay. And yeah, I suppose that's that. I feel like there should be something else. Potter, maybe? Nah, because this week's already fully packed for me. So I'll hang out with Potter next week, if possible. So yeah, you know. That is that. That is that, indeed. Yeah. Alright, let's try the potato salad in a round plastic cup. I feel like Ralph's has rebranded their plastic cups. Alright, here we go. Eh. Alright, time now is 7:07. This is what I got. Cup noodle. Onigiri. That is a spicy tuna onigiri. For vegetables, I know it's a little pricey, but beans. Next up, I got karaage, chicken. This is dinner tonight. God damn it, it's all fucked because of the bag. But this is gonna be my dinner. Sushi. My dinner is gonna be this and half of this, and also this, because why not? And if I don't finish it, it's totally fine. And $20 something. Oh, I also got free chopsticks, which I can keep, and then drink, which I will not drink tonight. All right. Yippee-ki-yay. $24. All right, it is dinner time. Karaage, onigiri, sushi, salad. I won't be able to finish all this, which is a good thing. You know, let's dig in. Okay, so I'll be using, let's eat the salad first, probably. Right. Here's the sauce. Might as well do the whole thing. Okay. yeah, it's good. Alright, spicy tuna, onigiri, this time fresh. I didn't refrigerate it, so it should taste pretty fresh. Here we go. Alright, we got a nice assortment of sushi here. We got eel. This is I don't bro, this is 名牌子, this egg, shrimp. I know this fish. Salmon. I don't really know what this is, but it's edible. And 3 tuna. They're really cutting it cheap. Alright, let's get this. Okay. Ugh. It's coming apart. Okay, here we go. Up. Okay. Alright, time now is 10:08 p.m. My voice is incredibly raspy, and I had a good dinner. That was quite good. An onigiri, sushi box, cabbage salad, and karaage. I didn't cook anything. And it was quite nice actually. I feel full, but apparently still somehow it's not 2,000 calories, so I gotta eat something later to fill that up. But that's good. That is good news. That is a good meal, I have to admit. Yeah, nothing important happened today. As expected, I guess. I still haven't spoken to anyone. I did speak to Jonah, but he hadn't responded, so technically not. I want to speak to Pepper. I want to speak to Jorge about the USC short film, and that's it. I don't know when will Christian and the gang decide to hang out. I'm just gonna call them the cinematography gang. If that's okay, because I met them in the cinematography class. But that's a long name. So the gang, the Film 40 gang. The Film 40 gang. Yeah, I don't know when I will hang out with the Film 40 gang. I hope next week-ish, very exciting shit. Being invited by someone, and that someone isn't even a Hong Konger, like foreigners, white people, Hispanics, like Latinos. Holy crap. Holy crap. So that's good. That's cool. Nothing else. Nothing else worth talking about. I don't have much to do anyways right now. I'm gonna edit college. I'm gonna watch 2 episodes of Stranger Things. That's it. So tomorrow, Cindy legitimately asked us if we would watch Top Gun Maverick with her, and I said I'm down, like an American would. I'm down, but it's gonna take place tomorrow. Whenever it takes place tomorrow, I'm fine with it. I'm so free right now. I don't have homework. I don't have anything. I'm so free. So it's fine. It's whatever. Any time is okay. So yeah, just not too early because I don't want to wake up early. But so that's that. And then on Friday there's gonna be the well. I did thought about DMing Hannah and sending her my notebook, the notes on my notebook. But I thought for it a little more, and then I realized if I'm too forward, because at the end of the day, I'm the one who sort of asked for her Instagram first, kinda. So if I DM her and then like again and again, like maybe I'm being too forward. Maybe. And that's also the case with Pepper. Except I really don't care anymore, to be honest. I really don't. And that's that, you know. That is that. But yeah, now that I think I have enough food to last a whole week, and you know, 2,000 calories every single day. I think it works. I think it can work, you know. And yeah, short film levels 2, 4, and 5. It's simultaneously being fulfilled. Levels 2, 4, and 5. It's simultaneously working out. And I did ask Zara yesterday. Okay, a couple things actually. So, Zara wanted me to talk about my own life experience here, but I don't know how to start because it's just too complicated. And so I asked Zara, like, you know, do you want to ask me any questions? So Zara asked me if I'm constantly asking girls out. And I'm like, what? Who told you that? And she said, oh, from multiple sources. Like, no, she said 啲人講, which means the people are saying. And I'm like, the people? I only spoke to Miriam about my life here in detail. I told Miriam about Pepper. And I think I did tell Natalie about it, but I told Miriam in like a great detail, you know. So how is it that the people are talking about me? How am I so important and famous suddenly? And apparently Natalie told her. I guess Natalie may or may not have the misconception that I'm really like asking people out again and again. In fact, I kind of am, but also not in an extremely frequent manner, you know? So at the end of the day, I'm still never going to be as social as anyone else in the world. But I'm trying my best. You know, envision me as a beggar. I'm a beggar, I'm broke, I wear broken clothes, and I have no food, and I'm dying. I'm on the street. And every single day, I eat so little, and I'm so sad, and people ignore me. Suddenly, people start to notice me and give me pieces of food, leftover pieces of meat, which sucks. But I would be really happy, because at least that's better than no food. That's me right now. So right now, I don't feel sad at all. I'm supposed to be, but I'm not. Because I'm grateful for what I have right now. And I will continue to work more, work harder. So that in the future, not only will people give me pieces of scraps of meat, but also a whole ass meal. And then one day I'll rise on top and people will be serving me food. Whole meals, you know. But right now, I'll stay humble because that's where I'm at. Second of all, I did ask Zara if she had a lot of close friends. How many close friends had she truly made back in right now in her university lifestyle? And she said it kind of depends on which time period because she constantly moves from group of friends to group of friends to group of friends, and it just constantly moves. Whereas I don't know about Natalie, but Natalie told me she had only made 2 close friends in the entirety of her uni life, which is already infinitely more than me because I'm sitting at 0 so far. And close friends, I mean legitimately people who you completely trust type of close friends. Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'm right in that level 2. To think that level 2 is plausible is naive because I've reached a point and I've reached a state and I've entered a situation where having consistently close friends who you can really trust and constantly hang out is basically nearly impossible. because of the environment that we're in, because of college, because of everything that's happening. So maybe my level 2 should really change up a little bit. That's all, you know. And yeah, but then I look at people like Jorge and Pepper, you know, they're hanging out probably many times again and again. And I look at JT, and I don't even care about JT. I'm not even jealous of JT anymore because I'm so detached from her, and her life is so different from mine right now. It doesn't even matter at this point. But yeah, you know, working real hard.